Today's movie is Puppet Master X, Axis Rising from 2012. Theme song.
Kyle's Reviews! Kyle's Reviews!
So if you've watched some of my reviews before, you may have seen me say that I'm not really into full moon movies. I'll put a link up here so you can go take a look at it, at my previous review of a full moon picture. Despite that, against my better judgment, I'm like, there have been at least 10 of these Puppet Master movies. Maybe I should watch one. Now, I think in the past, I seem to remember having seen one. It may have been Retro Puppet Master, because I think it was sort of how they got the puppets recreated. Maybe that's just the first Puppet Master. Anyway, I was going into this pretty blank. This one does not change my opinion of Full Moon Pictures at all. So it picks up right where I guess the previous one left off. There's no previously on, there's no summary. We just show up with who I later read online. This Asian woman is supposedly the villain from the previous one. And then Nazis show up.
Show yourself. Who are you?
Who I am is of no matter, but if it is the only way to put you at ease, I am Commandant Heinrich Mobius.
And then we are taken to our human teenagers. I don't know if they were supposed to be teenagers or young 20s.
I can't believe we just walked right out of there.
We barely crawled out with our lives.
And they're just like, oh no, we lost some puppets.
Poor Ninja. I'm sorry, guys. He didn't make it. Believe me, we'll get Tunneler back. And Pinhead, we'll get you some new clothes.
So what's the plot? The plot is we're in the USA, we're in San Francisco or something. Doesn't really say that I remember. And Nazis have shown up and they are trying to do some kind of experiment. They've got a professor, a mad scientist with them, and he is trying to figure out how to make zombies. Now, even though they're in the United States and there's only really 2 of them, and there's a couple minions, that doesn't stop them from wearing their full Nazi, military outfits when they're running around. Not the best job of being low profile. And of course, I say it is their military outfits. I'm pretty sure there is a blonde Ilsa-like character. I don't think that is the official German military uniform of the time. And she must be pretty short, the actress, because they also put her in these huge black boots with these really thick, chunky heels, to try to make her taller. Again, I don't know. I'm no expert on the uniforms of Germany during World War II, but I don't think that's official standard outfit. Anyway, the scientist who has gotten the dolls, the puppets, from the previous movie, apparently there's a magical glowing liquid that makes the puppets come to life. I don't know. And that glow is totally not added after effects. That's not added afterwards. It was really glowing, I'm sure. But they try to reanimate a couple people and it fails. And he's like, screw it. Let's just make some dolls. So he makes his own evil dolls. Now, I say evil because I was under the impression that all the dolls were evil. But apparently at some point they became good. Which is kind of weird because this is set in the 40s, and I don't think, like Puppet Master, the first one, was set in the 40s, so sometime between World War II and whenever the first one was set, they turned evil? I don't know. But the scientist makes puppets. Now, the puppets, maybe this is like it is in the other 9. I don't know. They don't really do shit. They don't talk, which fine. I can kind of understand that. And they don't have a lot of budget. So the puppets really have maybe 20 minutes of actually doing stuff. Most of the time, when they show the puppets, they're just gesturing silently.
We can go get Tunneler now. What do you mean? What's the problem? Tunneler escaped Ozu. Ozu's dead.
Well, thank heavens for small favors.
Wait, so where's Tunneler now, Blade? Oh, brother. The Nazis have Tunneler.
And there's one of the evil puppets is a total Austin Powers fembot that looks like the Ilsa lady. Her metal bra flips down and guns come out. I swear they use that exact same footage twice within 10 minutes. And so, but mostly the robots are just like, pantomiming. And wow, that's really compelling. Now, I say that the puppets don't talk. There is one exception. Even though this movie was made in the last decade, 2012, they do not shy away from throwing around era-appropriate, perhaps, but now seemingly kind of insensitive slang terms for the Germans and Japanese. And the mad scientist, he makes a Japanese stereotypical caricature puppet called Kamikaze.
Million little pieces. Kamikaze, be careful. Use your power with caution. You will only get one chance.
Who mumbles fake Asian Japanese style gibberish. Yeah. And just like the movie kind of just started up with no previously on, it just kind of ends too. They kill the Nazis, but they're like, okay, I guess we're going to have to keep continuing to fight the good fight. I fell asleep near the end, and I woke up, and like all the stuff was over, and I was like, wow, what? I must have fell asleep for like 45 minutes. So I backed it up, and no, the big confrontation, the whole thing, the whole time of them finding the Nazis' outfits, fighting the Nazis, and dealing with the evil puppets took like 12 minutes. So the other hour and 15 is basically just pointlessness. There's like our heroes get hooked up with the military, and there's like a caricature sergeant that's kind of doing, the guy from Full Metal Jacket, Lee Emery, but he's played for laughs. And even though he's kind of wearing green military, his shirt and pants are different shades of green.
I don't want to be here, understand? Machine guns and sticky bombs are my thing. Waking up in a foxhole to a mortar shell alarm clock. I ain't no frickin' babysitter.
So, not real great production values here. The acting ain't good. The music, the music is abundant. The producer, the composer of the music is the brother of Charles Band, and he's made the music for, it looks like, most of the Full Moon pictures. And I'm wondering if somebody told him that he gets paid by the second. because there's a lot of music, but none of it's memorable. And I would not be at all surprised if some of this music was recycled from other movies. So, yeah, this movie's horrible. I am done. Unless I get some really compelling advice, I'm not watching any more Full Moon Pictures. If you do want to watch it, I'm going to put links down below where you can stream the movie. But for myself, 4 thumbs down. Tons of puppet films, but are any of them good? I will never know.